what would be the perfect roster, or who I would add to Mario Kart 9. I know the Super Smash Bros. This isn't really gonna be a controversial video because there isn't really gonna be some controversial cuts in the video. Okay, because when it comes to my Smash Bros, I was always caught with kills like Jigglypuff from the roster, and these people get so angry about put my original 12. Okay, but what we're saying, who would stay and who would be cut in Mario Kart 9. And what we do in a scenario if there were non-Mario characters and no non-Mario characters. So no guest character edition and a guest character edition as well. Okay, so we'll be going over the no guest character edition as well. So Mario Kart 8 had with the DLC on the Wii U, on the Switch version, where the best version that everybody plays, you have characters up to Bodo, P, Piranha, Rigwa, Kamek, as well as along with 4 new characters that were just announced, including Pizza, Diddy Kong, Funky Kong, and Pauline as well. And also we look at other Mario games as examples of who would be in the game as well. So first we're going over the obvious picks. These characters are going to be in no matter what. These are basically the mainstays of the Mario series. So Mario, Luigi, Peach, Daisy, Rosalina, Yoshi, Toad, Koopa, Wario, Waluigi, DK, Bowser, and Bowser Jr. For some weird reason, Bowser Jr. wasn't in the original Mario Kart 8 roster, but Nintendo quickly made the mistake up by including him in the base roster of Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, which further proves that Bowser Jr. has become more important to the Mario series, as he's also in Super Mario Party Superstars, basically replacing those, Koopa kids, yeah. And also count one other character, Toadette. Considering that Toadette is basically appearing in more Mario games now, even getting a new transformation called Pizza, I can safely say that Toadette will be returning as well. So those are all the obvious characters. I don't think any of these characters will be removed in Mario Kart 9 at all. And now we go over all the other characters. First, we go over all the clone characters. So this includes Tanuki Mario, Cat Peach, Pink Gold Peach, Gold Mario, and Metal Mario. These are the clone characters. Okay, I don't think most of these characters are returning. I don't even think Nintendo's gonna make back Tanuki Mario, Cat Peach, and Pink Gold Peach as separate characters. Like, do we really need these characters as separate characters? Okay, Nintendo, do we really need these characters as separate characters? Okay, the answer is no. Okay, and of course for the non-Mario characters, we're going to be removing all of the Greens, all the Link, the Villagers, and Isabelle. The Mii's will still be in now because the Mii's are in the Mario Kart Wii, Mario Kart 7, and it will be in this Mario Kart game as well. Okay, so if you really want to, you can put considering they'll probably still use the Mii's, to indicate a player and stuff, the Mii's will still be in the game. That will be the only exception, obviously, to that rule, if we're not including guest characters. Now we go over the DLC characters as well. Okay, there are a bunch of DLC characters in the game, including Diddy Kong, Funky Kong, Pauline, and Pizza, are coming soon, along with Rigwa, which was in Wave 5, PD Piranha, which was in Wave 5, Bodo, which was in Wave 4, alongside Kamek, which was introduced in Wave 5 as well. I think that very likely Bodo's going to return in Mario Kart 9. Nintendo has seemed to be pushing Bodo more and more in more of the more recent games. So it seems pretty likely that because Nintendo wants to have more female characters, Bodo will be in it. Another character in the similar boat will be Pauline. Considering Nintendo is pushing her more since Mario Odyssey, I wouldn't be too surprised if Nintendo puts her in by default, similar to Bodo as well. And then Diddy Kong and Funky Kong are interesting ones as well. I think both of them could probably return, and Nintendo wants to add more Donkey Kong characters to the roster. Donkey Kong doesn't really have many characters in Mario Kart 8. Until the DLC Wave 6, Donkey Kong was on his own some, okay? Back in Mario Kart Wii, you had Diddy Kong and Funky Kong as playable characters. Of course, these are the two most requested and most popular characters, so of course they started with these two characters first, as well. Okay, and the last characters include Kamek, which I'm shocked was never in a Mario Kart game until now. Okay, Rigwa, which is also in Mario Kart 7, and Pizza. Okay, I think Kamek is the only one that actually has a chance of returning. I think Rigwa was just added as like a bonus DLC character, okay? Similar to Pizza. They're like bonus characters, okay? And I think the only character that has a chance of returning of the three is Kamek, okay? And then we go over the rest of the characters. First is Saigai. I think Saigai would be staying, okay? Saigai has become a staple of the Mario Kart series. Rakidu as well, I think will probably stay as well. I think Rakidu is starting to become a staple of the Mario Kart series as well. Same thing with King Boo. Again, they completely said, we two are the citizens of King Boo, and we had him in, okay? PD Piranha, I think, the thing with PD Piranha is that he kind of isn't really used anymore. Outside of this DLC, we don't really see PD Piranha in anything anymore, okay? Maybe they tell by some start some surges to the character, but I don't see PD Piranha returning outside of DLC characters. Then we have the babies. I think maybe my Baby Luigi so that's returned because they haven't been in since Double Dash. It will be a great disservice to the characters if they're not in the game. But then we have the other three babies. It was up to me, all three gone. But knowing Nintendo will probably keep them free in. Cup King Boo again and Kart Bowser Jr. But don't worry, the babies get to stay. But yeah, get rid of Baby Rosarena, get rid of Baby Daisy, and get rid of Baby Peach. We don't need these freaking all these little babies in the game. Okay, Baby Mario and Baby Luigi makes sense. Maybe want to keep Baby, if they want to do like a Double Dash style game and have Baby Peach and Baby Daisy as well, maybe, but Baby Rosarena has got to go, okay? No questions needed for this one, okay? Baby Rosarena has got to go, okay? Next character is Dry Bones. I think Dry Bones will probably return. Dry Bones has basically been a mainstay since Mario Kart DS, okay? And we're not counting Mario Kart 7 because they cut Waluigi from the roster now, okay? As well, and yeah, Waluigi is definitely returning in Mario Kart 9. Next is Dry Bowser, okay? Similar to Dry Bowser, I think was cut from Mario Kart 7, but we're returning Mario Kart 8, obviously. Dry Bowser, unlike most of the other Code characters, is a fan favorite character. It would kind of be like an injustice if they remove Dry Bowser from the game. Here's a controversial choice. The Kooparines are gone. Okay, why do we have all seven of the Kooparines as separate characters when you could have more unique characters? Okay, I know people love the Kooparines. Like, people beg Nintendo to bring back the Kooparines in Mario games. Like, Nintendo complain about, why did Bowser Jr. replace the Kooparines? Okay, but why do we need them all in Mario Kart? Okay, and they're not in any other games since then. And Nintendo seems to stop pushing the Kooparines because, of course, Nintendo probably realized it's too hard to program seven separate characters in the game. So simply due to programming, I'll just exclude the Kooparines in the game. Okay, maybe having some story mode with like some boss characters you have to fight, like a Mario Kart DS. And now we talk about new characters. Okay. First, we talk about characters that were on Mario Kart Tour. Because Mario Kart Tour has a lot of characters in the game, and we'll be talking about characters that I think Nintendo will put in the game from that game. So, there's a lot of characters, including a lot of costumes, as well. But I think some of these characters could make it in the game if I added them. First would be Dixie Kong. I think if I added more Donkey Kong characters, okay, I think Dixie Kong should be in the game, I don't get why some people got angry that he was cut for some reason. Like, oh my god, Nintendo did not put that. But Dixie Kong could easily be added in the next Mario Kart game. Come on, guys. Okay. King Bob is another character I would add over the Kooparines. Okay. He is a character that Nintendo is pushing more and more with more recent Mario Kart games, as well. And I think, considering that Nintendo is pushing him in Mario Golf and all these Mario games, You know, I think if Nintendo's going to continue putting King Bob in many of these games where they require rods and rosters, I think it makes a lot of sense to put King Bob as a playable character in Mario Kart. Okay, he's in Tour now. They put him in Mario Party Superstars as a sticker. They put him in Mario Party, Super Mario Party on the board. And then they made him in Mario Golf. Okay, which was pretty funny as well. Okay. And Nintendo hasn't really put this character until very recently. I think it really started with Paper Jam, but really King Bob hasn't really appeared outside the Mario Party series. And even then, very recently, he has been appearing in more games. Okay? He has been appearing in more games, so it makes a lot of sense for King Bob, similar to King Boo, to be in Mario Kart. Heck, they put him in a freaking Mario movie. Okay? That's how much they put him. They put him in Mario Plus Box of Hope as well. Well, okay, so now he is in one of the biggest movies Nintendo has ever put out. Okay, you really think that he's not gonna be in Mario Kart 9? And Dixie Kong, if they're gonna make a big Donkey Kong game for the Switch, I think Dixie Kong will also be put into Mario Kart simply to promote that said game. And same thing with King Boo to promote, Luigi's Mansion. And now let's go at all the other characters here, the high-end drivers. Here. Another character I think Nintendo's trying to push again is Charge and Chuck and Hammer, and of course they might put Hammer Bro in the game as well as extra characters. Again, why isn't Hammer Bro in Mario Kart? That's the first question, okay? Why isn't Hammer Bro in Mario Kart? Okay? And you can include the other bros as ults as well. And maybe they include the Koopas as ults for Bowser Jr. because they did it with Smash Bros. Why can't they do it with Mario Kart as well? If they really want to put the Koopas in that battle. But why isn't Hammer Bro in Mario Kart? He is one of the more iconic Mario enemies. They can have ults for all the other bros as well as simple power swaps. He's in basically since the very beginning of Mario. And I think he should be in the Mario Kart. Okay, he has been in a lot of Mario games as well. Well, so it makes a lot of sense to have him playable because he's even in freaking Minecraft. Okay, and he appears in the Super Mario Bros. Movie as well. Okay, obviously I think Mario Kart should include a playable Hammer Bro as a character. Okay, I think that makes a lot more sense than having Baby Rosarena on the roster or Pink Gold Pete's. Okay, as well. And how dare they call Pink Gold Pete's high end? Pink Gold Pete's is trash. Okay. The last character I think from Tour and crew to be Monty Mole. Okay. That's exclusive to Tour. Okay. Obviously. The only other character I could include would be other colors of Koopas. But other than that, that's it about Tour characters. Okay. Now we're talking about new characters that haven't appeared in Mario Kart. First character is King K. Rool. So up until Super Smash Bros., Nintendo has basically forgotten this character existed. It's kind of like really weird. He was kind of like the Bowser of Donkey Kong, and then Nintendo's like, yeah, King K. Rool doesn't exist. Okay, he's not a real character we totally did not create. Okay, that's a rare character. I think Nintendo's trying to slowly bring back the older Donkey Kong games because they realize that they still own these characters. No one else, only Nintendo owns these characters. Okay. But King K. Rool, I think, should be in Mario Kart 9. Okay? It makes a lot of sense to add more Donkey Kong characters to the game. They should add King K. Rool over any more Kongs. Okay? He is the main antagonist of the Donkey Kong series up until the newer games. I think if Nintendo really wants to bring back King K. Rool and really wants to make the fans of Donkey Kong happy, I think instead of including more Kongs, before they include more Kongs, they should include King K. Rool because King K. Rool is a very beloved villain by the Donkey Kong fandom and by the Donkey Kong fan base. A lot of people feel like in the last Donkey Kong games, yeah, they were still fun games, but they were still missing K.K. Rool. It's kind of like making Mario games and not making Bowser the villain. It just doesn't feel the same. Yes, some of the non-Bowser villains are pretty cool, like Dimencio and Farfel, but it still doesn't beat the good old Mario beating Bowser and Bowser being defeated at the end as well. Okay, it's still not the same. Okay, and hopefully in the next game, Donkey Kong game, we see the Kremlins and K.K. Rool come back as main villains. I think considering that Nintendo has been giving fans what they wanted for like the past couple of years, okay, especially this year and next year, like bringing back Powers the Adore and bringing back Mario RPG, two things that people have been asking for a while, are completely new to at least Mario fans, okay? You know, giving Mario fans what they wanted, okay, giving stuff, projects that Mario fans have been asking for a while, okay? And I think if they really want to continue with the Mario sub-series and going back to the roots of Donkey Kong, I think definitely K.K. Rool should be playable in Mario Kart. Okay, if he's the villain of especially if he's the villain of the Donkey Kong Country movie, and if they make a Donkey Kong Country movie and the next Donkey Kong Country game, there is no doubt K.K. Rool should not be in Mario Kart. Okay, it'll be stupid if Nintendo says, "Oh yeah, well, we're gonna still hold on and say no K.K. Rool." I think there was a Donkey Kong mandate where they, similar to the Mario mandate, well, basically they didn't want to use K.K. Rool and well-created Donkey Kong characters because they had some weird rules where they couldn't use many of the things from the railroad era of the Donkey Kong games. It's very, very stupid and retarded, honestly. Okay, very, very stupid rules, but again, not as stupid as the fan-made rules for Smash Bros. Or the Mario mandate for the Mario RPG games. Okay, but yeah, K.K. Rool should definitely be a character in Mario Kart, playable character. Next character, a Goomba. Yes, I am serious about this one. Okay, Goombas, similar to Koopa Troopas and Hammer Bros, have been since the very, very beginning. It is a crime they can't play as a Goomba in a Mario Kart. I know Goombas are obstacles in Mario Kart, but Drybones is also a freaking obstacle, and you can still fucking play as fucking Drybones, okay? There's more than one Goomba. You used to be able to play as a Goomba in Mario Kart. That's simple. Again, we're 9 Mario Kart games in, and we still can't play as a Goomba in Mario Kart, okay? Like, what kind of injustice is it for us Goomba fans, okay? How much are we gonna have to suffer not playing Goomba in Mario Kart, okay? Let's just play as Goomba. But don't worry, we'll get pizza anyways, okay? A character that, you know, nobody likes. But don't worry, one of the most iconic and important Mario enemies of all time. No, it's not put him in the game, okay? You know, next character is Nabbit. Again, another character they keep playing in newer Mario games. I'm shocked they're not putting him as a DLC character in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, considering how popular Nabbit is gained among the Mario community, and of course, you know, the Mario, you know, characters, okay? He is being reused again in Mario, you know, Wonder. But he's not in Mario Kart? He's not in Mario Kart? You gotta be freaking kidding me? Why is he not in Mario Kart? Okay? Like, who is in charge of these decisions and who makes Mario Kart? Okay? Considering that Nabbit has become more and more popular in the 2D Mario games, you know, as basically a glorified easy mode, I think that he should be in the game. Okay, simple as that. Okay, as well. There is no excuse that Nabbit should be in Mario Kart. Also, I added, Nabbit is in Mario Kart Tour. I'm sorry I forgot about that, but yeah, Nabbit is in Mario Kart Tour. But even then, Nabbit should be in Mario Kart 9. That's simple, okay? Either way, Nabbit should be in Mario Kart 9. Next character. Next character is Dido. Considering the fact that Mario RPG is literally getting a remake here, okay? If you've been living under a rock over the past, you know, months, Mario RPG is getting a remake, okay? Okay, Dido is really, you know, being remade in Mario RPG as well. I think if Nintendo really wants to promote Mario RPG remake or potential sequel to the game, I think Dido should definitely be in Mario Kart to promote Mario RPG. obviously. I know Square technically owns the character or stuff like that, but the fact that it just, they did not replace him with Toad or something, it really shows that Nintendo said he really cares about the original game. But also, I think that Nintendo should include more of the obscure characters in Mario Kart, okay? They include freaking Rob in Mario Kart. Why can't Dido be in Mario Kart? They include Rob. Why not include Dido, an actual character that's in a Mario game that people love so much and begged Nintendo so much that they remade it for them, and he's still not in Mario Kart. Yeah. I think also Mario could be in the game too, but Zero is definitely the more popular of the two characters as well. If we used to get Mario and RPG 2 with Waluigi in it, come on Nintendo, why isn't Waluigi in the Amazing Mario game? Okay, another very big injustice besides Goomba not being Mario Kart, okay, as well. Okay, you know, next character, Paper Mario. You said no quote characters, okay, but Paper Mario is not in Mario Kart. Yeah, surprising, considering the fact that Paper Mario and Paper Luigi is clearly driving a kart in Origami King, okay? But no, Paper Mario is not Mario Kart for some strange, odd reason. I think it'll make more sense than having Pink Gold Peach in Mario Kart, Metal Mario in Mario Kart. Two of the laziest characters in Mario Kart. Paper Mario obviously a right character prior to replace those worthless baby characters that we do not need in Mario Kart. Okay, I think it'll definitely balance out the water between the lightweight characters and heavyweight characters because Paper Mario is really made out of paper. Okay, it's really made out of paper. Of course, he can't get more lightweight than paper. Okay, as well. Okay, and also considering that Paper Mario can clearly drive a kart as well, I think it would be pretty interesting and pretty cool how to handle Paper Mario in Mario Kart. Okay, I think unlike Metal Mario, if they really want to return Metal Mario to add more heavyweights, then maybe. The reason I add Paper Mario as a counter for a lightweight version of Mario that isn't just Baby Mario. Okay, considering that Paper Mario is a one of the series, except for a couple of games in the series, and considering the fact that Bowser Door is being literally remade, I think that Paper Mario should definitely be in the game. Okay, Paper Mario should definitely be a playable character in Mario Kart. Considering that Nintendo still obviously cares about the series, the remaking, Bowser Door, on the Switch. Okay, yeah, the remaking Bowser Door. If you really on the rock about that one too, okay, as well. I think if Nintendo is really serious about Paper Mario, they should include Paper Mario in Super Smash Bros. Obviously, again, another very easy choice that Nintendo will not put in Smash Bros. Very similar to KK Roll. Okay, but don't worry, we'll get a bunch of baby characters that nobody likes. Okay, as well. Next character I'm surprised that hasn't appeared in Mario Kart yet is Professor Egan. Considering that he's literally like a machine guy, why isn't he in Mario Kart? Okay, Nintendo, answer this question, okay? I know he don't really use him anymore, but I think people would love to see him again in them. Of course, he's basically just a Luigi's Mansion series character now, okay? He basically just appears in those games, okay, as well. He hasn't ever been playable in a Mario Kart game, ever, okay? But he's basically a Luigi's Mansion character, and I think he's appeared in more games outside of Luigi's Mansion, okay? I think that makes a lot of sense as well, considering that they include Donkey Kong characters, but Professor Egan isn't playable in Mario Kart. That is kind of odd. Next character, Toadruff. Yes. I think Nintendo should bring back Toadruff. Like, I miss him, okay? I miss him. He appeared for us in Mario Bros. Sunshine, and it's kind of like Toadruff disappeared, okay? I think it's probably due to that very, very controversial Mario mandate, okay? And considering that Toadruff is a character that people miss, similar to King K. Rool, I think honestly Nintendo should bring him back in Mario Kart, okay? People say, but Toadruff is old. He can't drive a car, okay? Mario is a fictional series. It's not supposed to make sense at all. And maybe Toadruff is a very good driver. Maybe he sort of judge Toadruff by his driving skills. But I think Toadruff should definitely be in there. I know they did technically replace Toadruff for some other Toad in Mario the Mario movie. So this is a very, very unlikely choice to happen. Considering they replaced Tojo with this blue toad here as well. Well, but it is very sad that they got rid of Toadwolf as well. But maybe one day we'll get Toadwolf in a Mario Kart game. Okay? Maybe one day we'll get Toadwolf in a Mario Kart game as a playable character. And not just a dead character that everybody forgot about as well. And we have one more character. Farfel. Yeah, I just want him in because I just like the spin-off series that he appeared in, Mario Luigi. See, I know they probably will never include Farfel because Mario Luigi games don't exist anymore. But they kind of missed the opportunity to include him in Mario Kart Wii and to include him in Smash Bros. He is kind of like a more underrated Mario villain, okay? But now we talk about for non-Mario characters. Now on a non-Mario character segment, so if you don't want to hear about non-Mario characters, click off. So, let's just say hypothetically Nintendo wants to include more non-Mario characters. I think the first character to pick is Kirby. Considering that Kirby heavily has a racing game on the GameCube that desperately needs to be remade or remastered, well, I think Kirby will definitely fit in with Mario Kart's cast. And Kirby can get a whole unique car where he drives the warp style around like a Kirby Allied as well. But I think Kirby's also capable of driving all the other standard cars as well. Considering that I put a freaking Goomba on the roster, I think Kirby can work as well. Okay. Next character. Okay, Nintendo. You have 2 F-Zero stages in Mario Kart. But not Captain Falcon. What kind of lunacy is this? Considering how iconic the character is, despite F-Zero being a dead franchise until they made F-Zero 99, well, basically, Captain Falcon should be in Mario Kart. Simple as that. Okay, why isn't Captain Falcon playable in Mario Kart? That's my question. Okay, and if they're going to continue including non-Nintendo characters, they want to include F-Zero stages again, Nintendo better include Captain Falcon. Or else there should be a boycott of Mario Kart 9 until Nintendo includes Captain Falcon. We have to kind of hold Nintendo by their feet, okay? But okay now, okay? Now, about that one. But yeah, next character. Why are you including Mewtwo over Pikachu? You really think that Pikachu can drive a fucking kart, okay? Maybe if Pikachu has like super intelligent, Pikachu is super intelligent, but I think a Pokemon that could definitely drive a kart would be Mewtwo or Cario, Greninja, maybe Charizard. Again, they have Diddy Kong and Donkey Kong driving a kart and little babies. So, a Pokemon character I think should definitely be included. But I think there should be more than one Pokemon character considering there's many Pokemon in Pokemon. I think Pikachu would be an obvious choice. Well, people say, but Pikachu's just a mouse. Oh yeah, they allow freaking babies to be playable. Yeah, I don't think babies can drive a car. Okay, yeah, so we're for video game wars to get that one. But I think Mewtwo would make a lot of sense considering that he's a legendary Pokemon. And I think Mewtwo would make the most sense to be able to drive a car as well. And also it'd be pretty cool to have a freaking Pokemon stage, okay? To have Pokemon in Mario Kart, okay? Next is a non-Nintendo character. And that's of course other than Sonic himself. Sonic hasn't had his fair share of racing games, obviously. With Sonic, I think it was Sonic Superstar Racing or something it was called. Or it's like Sonic Super Racing, or I don't know what that game was called. I have the game, but I never played it. They also had Sonic All-Star Kart Transformed, and Sonic All-Star Transformed. And of course, Sonic obviously is able to drive a kart. Okay? There was no issue Sonic can't drive a kart. Or they really want to, they can play all Sonic R and make Sonic just run, like in that game. It would be pretty funny as well. Kind of like how someone made the model and made Waluigi run across the stage. Which would be pretty funny. Okay? As well. So I think Sonic is definitely should be playable in Mario Kart in the future. If they want to include more guest characters. If they want to do like more combats that will include guest characters, I think the first one they should include will be Sonic. Which is an obvious choice. Okay? As well. And the next character I think will be an obvious choice will be PacMan. Because PacMan has appeared in Mario Kart games before. In the arcade. PacMan has not appeared in a single Mario Kart game outside of the arcade. So yeah, we're not counting PacMan as a returning character, considering I don't think most people have played Mario Kart Arcade. Okay? But I think if Namco wants to add PacMan to a mainline Mario Kart game, they could definitely can. And considering that Nintendo's now accepting of adding guest characters into Mario Kart, well, I think PacMan could be an easy pick for one of the first characters to be added as a guest character. Along with Sonic the Hedgehog himself as well. So yeah, I think I think those would be the first two I would start with. Okay? Because considering that PacMan and Mario and Sonic already have crossover games together, I think it would make a lot of sense to put those characters first before any others. I think the last character that would make more sense to put first would be the Rabbids, because the Mario plus Rabbids games exist. Yeah, they do. So having the Rabbids characters in the Mario costumes would be pretty funny and hilarious. And heck, Rayman can make a cameo considering that he was in the DLC for Mario plus Rabbids Sparks of Hope as well. But yeah, I think definitely it'll be pretty cool if they added Mario plus Rabbids characters in the game to reference that Mario plus Rabbids Kingdom Battle and Mario plus Rabbids Sparks of Hope. Yeah, Nintendo's weirdest crossover series, yet it does have a fan base as well. So I think not including these games will kind of be like a crime in itself. So yeah, next character. I think the last character to be included for today, because this video is getting already too long, is Samus from Metroid. Of course, Samus is one of the more recognizable Nintendo characters. Of course, Metroid isn't as big as other Nintendo franchises, probably due to the series' more mature content, and more mature storylines that the series has. But Metroid has been around since like the very, very beginning, and some other characters I think Nintendo could include would be like Foreman Spike, Widowmack, and some other characters. I think actually Foreman Spike would work pretty well in Mario Kart. They even included him in the Mario Kart movie, the Mario movie as well. Another character I think that would work in Mario Kart would be the Blue Cell Koopa that appears in the Mario movie. Considering that he literally appears in the Mario Kart segment in the Mario Kart movie, it would be pretty funny if they actually put him in the Mario, movie. In the actual Mario Kart game as well. Well, but yeah, he was basically a new character that was created entirely for the Mario Bros. Movie. It would be pretty funny if they actually include him in Mario Kart itself. Same here with the other characters I mentioned, like Foreman Spike. The only reason I didn't mention Foreman Spike in the Blue Cell Koopa from Mario Kart is that Foreman Spike appeared in games before, obviously, the Mario movie. But the Blue Cell Koopa was a character entirely created for the Mario movie. It would be pretty funny if he got to actually drive his, contraption around. But I think he'll be more like a boss than the actual character if they do include him, and they do reference the Mario movie, Mario Kart scene as well. We have to continue throwing Koopa cells at his vehicle as well. But I think it'll be pretty cool if you actually get to unlock him and play as him if you beat him. And I think that could be with any bosses in Mario Kart 9 if they include like a story mode in the game as well. And yeah, that's it about the Mario Kart 9 characters, who should be in and who should not be. Of course, I am not a Mario expert, so I'm not going to request all these super obscure Mario characters that some people want to put in the game as well. Another interesting character I think that could be in the game would be Cappy. I'm surprised I didn't think of Cappy being playable, considering I included Paper Mario as a playable character. I still think Paper Mario would be a cool idea to add in the game. Okay, this roster includes a blooper. But yeah, I want to keep the Crow characters as minimal as possible. Okay, as well. I want to keep them to a minimum. Okay, and have more original characters. But yeah, Cappy would be a pretty cool addition if they want to include Mario Odyssey characters other than Pauline, obviously. So you also have this one, Mario Kart 9 Idea Wiki, which includes more Donkey Kong characters as well. But of course, they take my idea of adding KK Rool. Also adding more Kirby characters as well would be pretty cool. But it's mostly just a Mario Kart Kart 8 roster, but more characters added. I'm surprised that this is Boom Boom, but yeah, Boom Boom would be pretty interesting as well, along with Charge and Tuck. But I just don't think, I think Boom Boom could possibly make the hit they'll possibly make the cut as well. Of course, I mentioned Sonic as well. I think also with Mario Kart, there could also be a Nintendo Kart game with guest characters and just have Mario Kart be a separate series as well. But I think the way is just have guest characters in Mario Kart as well. You know, as well. But apparently, a lot of rosters are keeping pink gold Pete's because more than likely, Nintendo's gonna keep pink gold Pete's. Okay, Nintendo's gonna keep pink gold Pete's, which is pretty sad that they wanna that's the type of characters they wanna prioritize in Mario Kart. Another pretty funny idea is they add Piranha Plant like in Smash Bros. That would be pretty funny if they do. Okay, as well. Well, and yeah, if the third party, if the guest characters return, I would be too surprised if Link, the Eggreens, and the villagers all return and Isabelle return as well. You know, but of course, if guest characters are not coming to Mario Kart 9, then no, they won't be gained, and there will be no guest characters in Mario Kart 9. No Sonic, either, and no other characters as well. Okay? As well. But it seems that a lot of people actually want the Kooparines to return as separate characters. There's on the roster. So I guess people really do like the Kooparines. That's why I'm cut because I just don't want to deal with the programming of programming all 7 Kooparines every Mario Kart game as well. But maybe people really want them to return, and I guess return the Kooparines as well. Well, and heck, if Nintendo really wants to, they could just bring back the entire Mario Kart 8 roster, so include a DLC and add new characters. Add new characters to the Mario Kart roster as well. Okay. I think another pretty interesting choice is adding Shadow Mario, but again, I don't want to add any more clone characters to the roster as well. Add a character of your choice, but it must be a character from Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. Well, that's a very, very, very easy character. Replace Pink Gold Peach with someone like Sonic, okay? Okay, how do I have Sonic than Pink Gold Peach? Okay, you know, I think everybody will like that choice because Pink Gold Peach sucks. I guess it's 75, but add a character of your choice, but you must do a character from Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. So I think everybody will probably get with Pink Gold Peach if that has to happen, because I don't think anyone likes Pink Gold Peach. Okay, I don't think anyone likes Pink Gold Peach, but yeah. I think I would add every character I mentioned because I think some characters would be saved for Mario Kart 10, as well. But I think definitely brings back some other Mario Kart characters. I think around 10 new characters would be fine for Mario Kart 10, okay? It's not like Smash Bros. You get to add 100 new, 40 new characters per game, but like 5 to 10 new characters. The rest of the characters are from older games, which include tour characters as well, okay? So I think add around 5 characters, removing a bunch of the clone and useless characters, okay? Add all the Kooparines and Bowser Jr. under one roster slot, or add us the Kooparines under one roster slot, will make the roster less cluttered and everything as well. So yeah, that is it about this video here. Goodbye.